So now today we will be going through the theory and the objectives of this chapter, probability. So far we have completed all the exercise and illustration sums. Now this summary is very important. You must really learn every point given in this summary. It can come as a one-liner or a theory question. At the same time, this list of formula as well. So let's go through the summary. If you have any doubts, you raise your hand and ask the doubts. I'll clarify the same. Now, the event based on chance are called random events. Then the experiment which can be independently repeated under identical condition and all its possible outcomes are known, but which of the outcome will appear cannot be predicted. यानी we cannot predict कि इसमें से outcome क्या आएगा. For example, you roll a dice, तो you know कि या 1 या 2 या 3 या 4 या 5 या 6, but कौन सा outcome आएगा we cannot predict with certainty before conducting the experiment is called random experiment. Now, what is sample space? The set of all possible outcomes of a random experiment is called sample space. Next, a subset of sample space of random experiment is called an event. It's called an event. Now, U is a finite sample space and A and B are two events. If A and B can never occur together, then that is if A intersection B is equal to null, then A and B are called mutually exclusive events. Mark this please. So we have to remember all these concepts, they are important. Now, if the group of favorable outcomes of event of a random experiment is the sample space, then the event are called exhaustive events. It means when you can write over here A union B is equal to U. So they are called exhaustive events. Now elementary events are mutually exclusive and exhaustive. If there is no apparent reason to believe that one or more events of a random experiment, believe that out of one or more events of a random experiment, any one event is more or less likely to occur than the other events, then ये THAN है, ये THEN है, बहुत difference है दोनों में. Then the events are called equiprobable events. We can also say that all the outcomes have equal chance of happening or non-happening are known as equiprobable event. Say for example, P of A is equal to P of B, or A is equal to half. Okay, then they are equiprobable event. Event A or event B, दोनों का होने का chances are equal. At the same time, अगर sample space है, दो outcome है heads और tails, तो event A heads है, event B tails है, तो it's equal. या जितने भी आउटकम्स है उसके होने के चांसेस इक्वल है, तो दे आर नोन एज इक्वी प्रोबेबल इवेंट्स. नेक्स्ट, the number of mutually exclusive, exhaustive, and equiprobable outcomes in a sample space U of a random experiment is n. If m outcomes among them are favorable for event A, then probability of event A is m upon n. This is the definition of probability. Mathematical definition of probability. Then the range of values P of A, the probability of event A of a sample space U is 0 to 1. यानी probability of A जो है, okay, you have to read it this way, can be greater than equal to 0 or can be less than equal to 1. But probability can't be less than 0, it can't be negative. At the same time, probability can't be more than 1. It can be either 1 or less than 1. Probability can be 0 or it can be greater than 0. Got it? Important. Next, A and B are any two events in a finite sample space U. If the probability of occurrence of event A does not change due to occurrence or non-occurrence of event B, then A and B are independent event. यानी अब एक दूसरे का कोई भी कनेक्शन है नहीं. इवेंट ए होगा, इवेंट बी से कोई कनेक्शन नहीं है, बी होगा तो उसको ए से कोई कनेक्शन नहीं है. सो इसको हम कहते हैं इंडिपेंडेंट. यानी इवेंट ए does not change, that's the language, does not change due to occurrence or non-occurrence of event B. Now, using independent events, we have the law of multiplication of probability. Okay, that's based on this concept of independent event. Now, we saw this in the last lecture. Suppose a random experiment is repeated n times under identical condition. If an event A occurs in m trial out of n trial, then relative frequency m upon n of event A gives the estimate of probability of event A, P of A. When the larger and larger value of n is taken, then n tends to infinity. The limiting value of m upon n is called the probability of event A. This is for statistical definition of probability. So, important summary. Okay, you should know each of the terms given over here. Apart from what we had written so far, what is A intersection B, what is A union B, what is difference event, what are complementary events. Okay. Now, list of formula. So here they are, all the formulas of the chapter are given. You have to learn all of them. They can also come as MCQ or one-liner. So complementary event, difference event, we have already done this. These are really important law of addition of probability. It can come as a one-liner. Difference event, please learn these formulas. They are very important. Conditional probability. Then law of multiplication of probability. This works for what? This one is for dependent events. And these are for independent events. Now statistical definition of probability. Like this you have to write. Okay, n tends to or n approaches infinity. Limit is the chapter what we are going to see in stats part 2. MCQ पे आ जाओ. Come to MCQ. You can unmute and give the reply. Okay, which event is given by special subset null of a sample space U? Jai Patel. Jai Patel.
યસ સર.
શું ઓલા સુઈ ગયેલા?
હા સર,
તો
અવાજ નતો આવતો.
અવાજ નતો આવતો. ઓકે, એમાં લાંબો પડી ગયો તું.
કનેક્શન નું થોડું પ્રોબ્લેમ છે ને અહીંયા એટલે.
હા, મને થયું. હાલ વાંધો નહીં. હવે બરાબર છે?
હા.
ઓ વાંધો નહીં હો.
ના.
ચલો એમસીક્યુ કરો ફટાફટ સબ. Which of the following option is not true for any two events A and B in the sample space U, where A is a subset of B?
Intersect B, P of A intersect B will be 1, 2, 3 only. It cannot be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
A intersection B will be equal to 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, which is what? Which is exactly as A.
A, yes.
Correct. Then next one, P of A union B is greater than equal to P of A. So this is also correct. Isn't it? And
Yes,
P of B minus A is equal to P of B minus P of A. So this is also correct. So our answer is which is not true. So not true is option A. So our answer is A, which is not true. Is this clear all of you? Hello, hello. So anytime if you are stuck up, you take example like this and it will help you to give the correct reply. यहाँ पे क्या हो जाएगा? A intersection B. Common क्या है? 1, 2, 3. Which is what? Which is actually P of A and not P of B. That is why this one is wrong and that is our option. So A का 4 का answer है A. Got it all of you? Should I proceed? Any doubt any one of you? किसका रिप्लाई दिया ने दिया था? Was it you दिया? किसने दिया था रिप्लाई?
No, sir.
तो किसने दिया?
Sir, it was me. आकृति.
दिख नहीं रहा है. Okay, आकृति. Okay, great, very good. Okay, next one. It was Akruti B or Akruti A?
B, sir.
Okay. Okay. Now, fifth one. What is the other name of the classical definition of probability? ये जब मैंने कराया था तब मैंने तुम्हें बताया भी था कि इसको mathematical definition is also known as classical definition. A. इसका आंसर था A. Okay. Then which of the following statement for probability of elementary events H and T of a random experiment of tossing a balance coin is not true? Is not true. Yes, can anyone give a reply on this? Events are H and T of a random experiment of tossing a balance coin is not true. So U is equal to H comma tail. So can you tell me which one is not true? Probability of getting T, is it 0.5? So this is true. Probability of H plus probability of T is 1. So this is also true. Probability of a heads getting H is also true. So probability of H intersection T is 0.5 is false. So C is the correct option. Not true. Yani false. Null set. Is this clear? All of you understood? सिर्फ ऑप्शन टिक करके गोखना मत. Okay, let's proceed. Which random experiment from the following random experiment has an infinite sample space? Now किसका infinite है? So throwing two dice, इसका finite है 36. Selecting two employees, finite है. Select a card from 52, finite है. So जब तुम finite का definition पूछते हो तो you can use this as example. Or life of electric bulb is infinite. We cannot say कि ये इतना ही hours चलेगा. Life of tire, life of electric bulb, life of a vehicle. So C is the correct option. Got it? सिर्फ ऑप्शन टिक करके गोखना मत. Next, if A union A complement is equal to U, then what type of events are A and A complement? Independent event, certain event, complementary event, or impossible event? We just saw this. Can you tell me the answer?
Complementary event.
Complementary events. Very good. Now, if probability of A given B is equal to P of A and B given A is P of B, what type of events are A and B? यानी A B के ऊपर डिपेंडेंट नहीं है, उसको B से कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता है, B को A से कोई फर्क पड़ता नहीं है, तो ये कौन सा टाइप का इवेंट है? इंडिपेंडेंट इवेंट. Got it? Next, two events A and B of sample space are mutually exclusive. Which of the following will be equal to probability of B minus probability of A? Probability of B minus probability of A. The formula for difference event P in the bracket B minus A, difference event is P of B minus P of A intersection B. Please write this. Now which is equal to what? PA intersection B is null. So which is P of B minus 0, which is equal to P of B. Hence P of B. Got it? अंडरस्टूड. अब पता चल गया सबको. रट्टाबाजी गोखम पट्टी मत करना. ऐसा हो तो ये भी लिख लो ताकि तुम्हें पता चले. अच्छा, एंड व्हाट विल बी अगर P A माइनस B दिया होता तो क्या आता? इट वुड हैव बीन इक्वल टू P ऑफ A. नाउ what is the total number of sample point in sample space formed by throwing 3 6-phase balanced die simultaneously? 6 raised to 3, 216, 6 into 6 into 6. तो इसका sample space कैसे बनेगा? 1 1 1 1 1 2 1 1 3 1 1 4 1 1 5 1 1 6. अंडरस्टूड. फिर 1 1 2, फिर 1 2 1, ऐसे करके it will be 6 raised to 3. Okay, so this is wrong, this is wrong, this is wrong. Next, If one number is randomly selected between 1 and 20, what is the probability that the number is multiple of 5? Now see over here, it is between 1 and 20. Okay, so underline this please. 1 and 20 means neither 1 nor 20. So n is equal to 18. Please be careful over here. Then what is the probability that the number is a multiple of 5? So if we take m, so what are the numbers? It will be 5, it will be 10 and it will be 15. So m is equal to 3. So therefore probability is equal to 3 by 18, which is 1 by 6. Please write this. So 1 by 6 is the correct option. Got it? Understood this now? So please read carefully. It is between 1 and 20. So neither 1 nor 20. Okay, that's why it's 18. Now 13. If even A and B are independent, which of the following option is true? Now if A and B are independent, then which one is true? No prizes for guessing this. It's the first one. A intersection B is P of A into P of B. What is the probability of having 5 Thursday in the month of February in a year, which is not a leap year? अगर लीप ईयर नहीं है, so number of days कितने होंगे फेब में? It will be 28. So 4 completed weeks into 7 days, which is also equal to 28. So 28 minus 28 is 0. Hence this will be 0. If it's a leap year, it will be 1 by 7. Got it? 15. If P of A is equal to 0.4 and P of B is 0.3, P of B complement is 0.3 for two independent events A and B, then state the value of P of A intersection B, which is P of A into P of B is what? 1 minus 0.3, which is equal to 0.4 into 0.7, which is equal to 0.28. Then for two events A and B of sample space, state the event A intersection B union A intersection B complement. कौन सा इवेंट है ये? In case of such sums, okay, in case you are confused, take U is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Take A is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4. B is equal to, take 1, 2, 3. And B complement is equal to 4, 5, 6. Now try it out. A intersection B union A intersection B complement. So A intersection B, where what is common? 1, 2, 3. And union of A intersection B complement. What is common? 4. Which is equal to what? 1, 2, 3, 4. So what is 1, 2, 3, 4? 1, 2, 3, 4 is A. So option C is the correct option. Also, P of A intersection B union, okay, उसको हम कर देते हैं plus A intersection B complement is A minus A intersection B. cancel, which is equal to A. Now also you can do it, or you can take numbers and do it as you are comfortable. एमसीक्यू एक भी गलत नहीं होना चाहिए, क्योंकि कितनी बार क्या होता है कि एक स्टूडेंट का गलत हुआ तो पूरे क्लास का गलत हो जाता है. तो बी केयरफुल. ओके, ये स्कोरिंग है, इसमें गलती होना चाहिए नहीं. ठीक है, तो एक बार फिर से प्रैक्टिस कर लेना ये सब. नाउ 17th one. According to mathematical definition of probability, what is probability of each outcome amongst the n outcome of a random experiment? So हर एक outcome का possibility क्या है? 1/n. ओके, दो आउटकम है तो 1/2 1/2, तीन आउटकम है तो 1/3 1/3 1/3, 6 आउटकम है तो 1/6 1/6 1/6 1/6 1/6 1/6. ओके, सो 17 ऑप्शन बी. Now coming to section B, over here give two example of random experiment. You have to give it on your own. These are all important. Section B. Okay, Venn diagram for A minus B, the difference event A and B. तो ये A है और ये B है, A को ही शेड करेंगे हम. Okay, we have already done this, so you can refer and properly make it in your notebook. Now define an event, write a random sample space for a random experiment, define conditional probability, write formula for probability of occurrence of at least one event out of three events A, B and C. Now tell me what option, what formula you will use for A, B and C. You can unmute yourself and give a reply. At least one event.
Sir, probability of A plus probability of B plus probability of C.
So it is what you can say ki, union of events.
Union of events.
Yeah, here we will use union of event, that is P of A union
Union B union.
C, and then you expand it. Understood this? Next, independent events, law of multiplication, interpret A given B, B given A. Okay, then when can we say A, B and C in a sample space are exhaustive? When A union B union C is equal to U. Now 11th को important highlight करो. Okay, arrange P of A union B, comma P of A intersection B 0, P of A plus B in ascending order. तो सबसे पहले ascending order यानी minimum से लेके maximum. तो सबसे पहले कौन सा आएगा?
0.
Obviously 0. Very good. Next,
P intersection B.
P of A intersection B. Okay, then
P comma A. PA.
P of
एक bracket है.
good. Then
P A union B.
P of A union.
Union B.
Very good. And
Then
P of
P A plus B.
of
Bracket
A
B.
plus P of B. Very good. Got it, all of you? किसी को इसमें कोई डाउट है? ओके, नाउ डिफाइन. ये सब जितने भी डिफाइन है वो तुम्हें डिफाइन कर लेना है विद एग्जांपल. नाउ 13. For two events A and B in sample space, A intersection B is null, A union B is U. State the values of probability of A intersection B. So you write down probability of A intersection B will be 0 and probability of A union B will be equal to
1.
1. Very good. Then if two events A and B in sample space are independent, then state the formula of PA union B. So what will be the formula? P of A union B is equal to P of A plus P of B minus P of A intersection B, which is equal to P of A plus P of B minus P of A into P of B. Got it? Next one, 15th. A is equal to X. How do we read? Please pay attention, all of you. X over here. X is greater than 0, less than 1. X is greater than equal to 1 by 4, less than 3. So we have to find P of A intersection B. You can try this. What, Tanay? Okay. Now over here, what we will do is, what is A? A is something which is some number which is between 0 to 1. What is B? B is number which is 1/4 till 3. Now we have to see the we have to see the intersection. So what is common? So can I say this portion is common? So what is this portion? This portion we write it as okay. So यहाँ पे we want A intersection B है तो दोनों में common क्या है तो 1/4 दोनों में है और less than 1. So here we write it this way. P of A intersection B is equal to X where X is greater than equal to 1/4 less than 1. So this will be the answer. Got it? Got it? Sixteenth one. For two independent events A and B, P of A is 0.5, P of B is 0.7, find P of A complement intersection B complement. So first let's find out what is P of A complement. P of A complement is 0.5 and P of B complement is
0.3.
So P of A complement intersection B complement is equal to
0.15.
P of A complement into P of B complement. You have to write all these things. So which comes
0.15.
5 into 0.3, which is equal to 0.15. Next. Now 17, very simple. P of A is given, P of A intersection B is given, so P of A minus B is P of A minus P of A intersection B, which is equal to 0.8 minus 0.25, which is equal to 0.55. Next, 18th, P of A is equal to 0.3, P of A intersection B is 0.03. Find the P of B given A, which is equal to P of A intersection B upon P of B, which is equal to 0.03 upon 0.3, which is equal to 0.1. Please do this. Nineteenth is P of A is equal to P of B, which is equal to K. For two mutually exclusive events, A and B, find P of A union B. So I'll do it over here. P of A union B is equal to P of A plus P of B. They are two mutually exclusive events. So A intersection B, P of A intersection B is equal to null. So which is equal to K plus K, which is equal to 2K. This is for question number 19. Question number 20. P of A complement intersection B is equal to 0.45. A intersection B is equal to null. Find P of B. Find P of B. So here we present it this way: P of B intersection A complement, which is P of B minus P of A intersection B, which is equal to A intersection B is 0, so which is equal to P of B, which is equal to 0.45. So P of B is equal to 0.45. Please do this working. Next, two events A and B in sample space are mutually exclusive and exhaustive. P of A is equal to 1 by 3. Find P of B. Now it's a very nice sum. Okay, 21st. I'll do it over here for all of you. 21st. Write the question. P of A is equal to 1 by 3. Now, A and B are mutually exclusive and exhaustive, so A intersection B is equal to null. So therefore, P of A intersection B is equal to 0 and A union B is equal to U. So P of A union B is equal to 1. Now, since they are mutually exclusive, P of A union B is equal to P of A plus P of B. So which is equal to P of A union B is 1, P of A is 1 by 3 plus P of B. So P of B is equal to 1 minus 1 by 3, which is 2 by 3. And so this is for 21st. Section B. Proceed now. Proceed now. Okay, now 22nd. 2% item in a lot are defective. What is the probability that an item randomly selected from this lot is non-defective? तो very simple है. Defective 2% है तो non-defective 98% है. So probability that it is defective is 0.02. So probability that it is non-defective उसका complementary 1 minus 0.02 is equal to 0.98 or 98%. But we have to say probability, so we write 0.98. (23, 24), I give it a pass. You have to do it, pass it to you. Okay. Now 25th. Is it possible that P of A is equal to 0.7, P of A union B is equal to 0.45 for two events A and B in sample space? ऐसा possible है कि नहीं है? Obviously, see, again, another way of looking at it is P of A is 0.7, so 70% है, यानी 100 में से 70 A के अंदर है, तो और A यूनियन B फिर कैसे हो सकता है 0.45, 45? So it is not possible. Okay, so your P of if it is P of A union B is 0.45, so P of A has to be less than or equal to 0.45. It cannot be more. Got it? Next. Two cards are selected one by one with replacement from 52 cards. One by one with replacement from 52 cards. State the number of elements in the sample space of this random experiment n. So n is equal to what? So पहला जब हम सिलेक्ट करेंगे तो 52 में से एक सिलेक्ट करेंगे 52C1 एंड दूसरा जब हम सिलेक्ट करना इट इज विथ रिप्लेसमेंट तो फिर से 52 के 52C1, so which is 52 into 52 which is equal to 2704. If it was the same question was one by one without replacement, so फिर 52C1 into 51C1, and if it was just two cards are selected, it would have been 52C2. यहाँ पे मैं लिखता हूँ, okay, if it was one by one, you also write with replacement, without replacement, we would have taken 52C1 into 51C1, which is 52 into 51, which is equal to 2652. And if it was given two cards are selected, then n would have been very simple, 52C2, which is 52 into 51 divided by 2, which is equal to 1326. So तीनों ऑप्शन लिख लो, वन बाय वन विथ रिप्लेसमेंट है तो ये, विदाउट रिप्लेसमेंट है तो ये, एंड टू कार्ड्स आर सिलेक्टेड टुगेदर. ओके, या सिर्फ ऐसा दिया है टू कार्ड्स आर सिलेक्टेड, then it will be N52C2. (27) For two independent events A and B, P of B given A is equal to 1 by 2. P of A intersection B is 1 by 5. We have to find P of A. So let's find, let me write the question. P of B given A is equal to P of A intersection B upon P of A. Now, P of B given A is 1 by 2 is equal to 1 by 5 upon P of A. So cross multiply. So P of A is equal to 1 by 5 upon 1 by 2 which is equal to, अब यहाँ पे 1 कैंसिल मत कर देना, जरूरत नहीं है, 2 ऊपर आ जाएगा और 5 नीचे आ जाएगा. So it will be equal to 2 by 5. Now over here in the question it is given that, now over here in the question it is given that they are independent events. So if they are independent event, then P of B given A is equal to P of B. But here using this formula we cannot get the answer, hence we went for this formula. Got it? Is this clear? Okay, next. 28,1998 tickets out of 2000 tickets do not have a price. यानी उसमें कोई price नहीं है, यानी सिर्फ 2 tickets have a price. If a person randomly selects 1 ticket from 2000 tickets, then what is the probability that the ticket selected is eligible for prize? So वो 1 ticket select कर रहा है, तो 2 tickets पे prize है, so 2C1 upon 2000 C1 which is equal to 2 upon 2000 which is equal to 1 upon 1000. Answer. Got it, all of you? So today we have seen the important MCQs and the one-liners of this chapter. Now in the next lecture we will proceed with the further sums. Okay, today's homework is you write all the summary once again, all the formulas once again, write all the MCQs, okay, write the question, write the answer, and then section B. This is your homework. You can submit it by Sunday. Okay, Sunday morning 12 o'clock तक submit कर देना. एंड इसके आगे के जो सम्स है वो मेरे वीडियो लेक्चर में ऑलरेडी कवर्ड है, तो यू मे वेरी वेल सी दैट एज वेल. गॉट इट ऑल ऑफ यू?